She was the heart of Osman Bey, the mother of Alaeddin, the spiritual heir of Sheikh Edebali. For 6 long seasons, she fought, she loved, she suffered, and she became one of the most beloved women of the Ottoman story, Bala Hatun. But now, a haunting question echoes across the world. Will Bala Hatun return in the new series? Kuruluş Orhan? Tonight, we reveal the truth, and it may hurt, because history is not always kind, and destiny does not always allow a reunion. The journey began with Kuruluş Osman, a global phenomenon watched across 122 countries, led by Burak Özçivit and Özge Törer. But that chapter has closed. After 6 seasons, Kuruluş Osman ended. A new chapter began, Kuruluş Orhan, a new story, a new sultan, a new world. Fans waited and prayed to see Bala Hatun again. But history breathes differently now. And in her first interview since the new series launched, Özge Törer, the woman who gave soul to Bala, finally answered the question. A new era begins. Kuruluş Orhan does not begin in Osman's youth. It begins later. Near the time of the siege of Bursa, around 1325 to 1326, the age of Osman is fading. The world belongs to his heir, to Orhan. But in these early episodes, something feels strange, something missing. Where is Bala? Silence. No mention, no trace. And then, Özge Törer speaks. Özge's first interview, a new reality. When asked if her departure would affect the new series, Özge smiled gently, her voice calm, her heart steady. No, she said. It won't be affected. Because this is a new project. This was not Kuruluş Osman. This was something else. A new foundation, a new destiny. She watched the first episode of Kuruluş Orhan. She told the world, it was very good, but it made me emotional. The memories rushed back. She had lived as Bala from the age of 19 to 20 to nearly 45 on screen. She wore the character like a second skin. Her words trembled. It made my heart heavy. I wished I could have been there. But fate had closed that chapter. Will Bala Hatun return? The truth. The answer is simple and final. Bala Hatun will not return. To Kuruluş Orhan, Özge Törer will not return. No new actress will replace her. Her story has ended. And there is a reason, a historical one. Bala Hatun died in January 1324 in Bilecik. She was buried beside her mother, close to Sheikh Edebali's resting place. Kuruluş Orhan begins after 1324. The current timeline is 1325 to 1326, near the conquest of Bursa. That means, within the story, she has already passed 1 year before the new series. This is why there is silence. Historically, she should not be present, and so she is gone. Why did the drama stay silent? Fans are confused. Why did the new series not even mention her passing? Why is Osman quiet? There are many possible reasons. Perhaps the producers wished to test whether the new series could survive without Bala Hatun's presence. Perhaps they feared early backlash if her death was shown on screen. Season 6 was an emotional storm. Bala's suffering, her pain, Halime Hatun's secret, and a kingdom changing pieces. Maybe they chose silence to give her a peaceful exit. Or perhaps they will reveal her death in future episodes, once the audience is ready. The ratings speak loudly. Episode 1 crossed 5+ ratings in Turkey. The momentum continues. So now, the series may find the courage to speak her name again, to acknowledge her one final time. Özge Törer, the woman behind Bala. For 6 years, Özge lived every breath. In dusty fields, on cold battlegrounds, and in the dim light of Ottoman tents. She trained in swords and archery. She fell, she rose, she learned. Over time, she said, it became easier. She carried Bala, from a young wife, to a matriarch, a woman of wisdom. It was rare, she said, to play the same character for so many years, from youth to age. It changed her, shaped her. Bala is still inside me, she admitted. How could she not be? After all, she was not just a character. She was history, the real Bala Hatun. Bala was the daughter of Sheikh Edebali, Osman's spiritual father. She had only one child, Alaeddin Pasha. His future changed Ottoman history, a gentle scholar rather than a warrior. Osman's other children came from Malhun Hatun, 7 sons and 1 daughter, 8 princes, 1 princess. But among all the women of Osman, Bala carried a sacred bloodline, Edebali's, and so her place in Osman's heart was not only emotional, it was spiritual. Her death in 1324 left a quiet emptiness in the founder's life, a silence even history can feel. What about Halime Hatun? In Kuruluş, Osman, another woman was loved deeply by fans, Halime Hatun, but she did not exist. In historical records, she was a fictional flame, created for the story. Yet she remained, because the audience loved her. Her mysteries, her secrets, and her emotional depth all gave the story a unique fire. But Bala was real, and real history must honor truth. Özge's next step. For now, Özge rests, taking a breath after 6 intense years. But she promises this: she will return, and very soon. Most likely in another historical drama. Fans want it. She wants it. Her skills in riding, archery, and swordplay make her a natural warrior in that world. She sends salam to all who supported her, and she says gently, "We will meet again." Why this matters? People ask, why are fans so emotional? Why does this hurt? Because Bala Hatun was more than a character. She was the pulse of Kuruluş Osman. She represented faith, loyalty, and the spiritual heart of the Ottoman birth. To lose her is to lose a mother, a foundation. But history moves forward now. Orhan's path begins. Short reflection. Bala Hatun's absence is not a betrayal. It is a truth, a moment written hundreds of years ago. Her story ended in 1324. Her memory remains in Orhan's world. As new battles rise, as Bursa's walls tremble, and as the Ottomans take their first great city, her presence will be felt in silence, because some hearts do not need to be seen, to be remembered. Bala Hatun will not return. Her chapter is complete, but her spirit walks behind every victory that her son and her people will earn. History moves forward, but love remains. Stay with Historical TV as we uncover the next truths waiting beneath.
Ottoman Shadows.